Hey guys, welcome back to another Vanguard Zero video. So, Megacolony's second event is finally here in Zero, and we have more Dark Face cards. Well, specifically this time, it's actually Gradora herself. Uh, she's a queen, so like I think it's pretty much confirmed. In the actual like Planet Cray story, I'm pretty sure how the story goes is that Gradora is the queen of like the hive, and Dark Face. Her name is she has an Dark Face in her name, but she gave the like the Dark Face, the one you see Sosuke using. She also gave that unit a Dark Face name because like she really likes him, so like she treats him as his son. So and also if you watch like the actual GZ anime, then you still see that Sosuke is actually still here and was defrauded by that dark face. So yeah. Anyways, so let's go over how to play real quick, and then the cards. So I'll show you the boost skins, the fight skins, that can the boost skins. Yeah, sorry, and then I'll do a boss fight. So we can talk also a little bit about the deck since it's actually kind of different now. Not super different, but the cards you play are new, and you actually don't need most cards. There are only like a few cards you need from the previous event to like build this deck. So let's check it out. Okay. So how to play the event. You grab these uh these challenge tickets here by doing character fights, and then you can challenge the character that's over here. Usually it'll be Vangaro, or if you're lucky, Black Vangaro. And if you beat Vangaro, then he's like the mini boss, some or just like the grunt. And then after beating him a couple of times, then you unlock the boss fight, and then you beat the boss, and you your fight stage goes up. So in order to get cards, you need to fight, and then you'll get clan medals, and clan points. Clan points are the ones here that also they add to your ranking, but they also are the ones that determine how many clan points you get. Determines like how uh when you can unlock the boss fight. So you get a certain amount of CP, and then you unlock the boss fight. You beat the boss, and then your fight stage just goes up, and then you have to repeat that again. The higher your fight stage, the more CP and clan medals that you will earn per fight. Okay, so that's the basics of the event. Let's actually go through the cards. So this time we have one new GR and a few triple rares. Um, and then afterwards, a lot of the cards are just a double rares and commons actually. So let's go over the triple rare here. Evil Governor, Darkface, Gradora. So this is the new grade 3 and the one you're mainly going to be playing. Here we go. When at the start of your right phase, Soul Blast 1, if, sorry, not if. This is G1 by the way. At the start of your right phase, Soul Blast 1, make your opponent pay 1 counter blast, and then you counter charge 1. So of course, if your opponent doesn't have CB1, then I'm pretty sure you can't counter charge, I think. Yeah. When placed, or if when your G unit strides, Karm Blast 1, choose one of your opponent's rear guard circles, and then for the during your next opponent's turn, your opponent cannot normal call onto those rear guard circles that have units on them. So if you paralyze your opponent's units, which means to make them not able to stand during the stand phase, then your opponent can't just call over them to get around that. They're stuck with that basically. It's, I guess, is similar to locking, I guess, in that sense. Then we have the GR here, which is overwhelm. So card plus one, flip a card from your G zone, and then draw the same number of cards as your opponent's rested rear guards. So this has a lot of draw power, and that's uh, kind of mainly what Gradora is. You can just draw a lot of cards. Um, that's not like exactly what it does, but that's just one thing it does do really well. If your opponent's resting rear guards is one or lower, for that turn, this unit gets the following skill. When it attacks, draw one card, and for that battle, crit plus one, drive plus one. So that's pretty good actually. So if your opponent just doesn't call cards to try to get around your paralyzing, and then they have to deal with overwhelm, which just has an extra crit and an extra drive. And then GB3, what was this? Paralyze, I believe, is the keyword. Let me just check. Yeah. Paralyze when your opponents, uh, for each of your opponents, face down cards in their damage zone. All of your units get power plus 2k, so that's pretty nice. And then afterwards, the only other triple rare that's related to Dark Face is this Black Weevil. And by the way, I'd like to mention that with Black Weevil, if your Vanguard is not Dark Face, as in it's not like the previous Dark Face or this Dark Face, then this PG doesn't work. So you must be careful about that. You can't play this in a non Dark Face deck. Uh, it has a skill. It's one of those new PGs that have like a skill in the drop zone. So you bind two of these Black Weevils in the drop zone. While Black Weevil is in the drop zone, bind two copies of Black Weevil. Draw one card, soul charge one or counter charge one. You have to pick one. You get the draw, but you have to pick between soul charge or counter charge. So it's not bad, but I don't know. I think the cost for binding two PGs, like binding two of him, is like not that great. I think it's pretty uh heavy. And the rest of the cards are actually more or less related to machining. You have this stride here, which is pretty good. One more card I want to talk about is this um, Dark Face Archides. Uh, so one place, Soul Blast 1, Current Blast 1, choose one of your opponent's R's, and then your opponent, sorry, not your opponent, and then all cards on the in the column of that rear guard circle are paralyzed. And then when it attacks a Vanguard for that battle, power plus 5k is GB2 restricted and paralyzed keyword restricted as well for some reason. But yeah, Van Rear. So the interesting thing about this is that you actually will probably play this Dark Face card in Evil Governor Gradora. This is like a backup grade 3, but you don't want to ride it. Even if you ride it, you can still kind of do stuff, but you don't really want to ride that card. You of course want to ride Evil Governor Gridora. Instead, you kind of just want to use this as a rear. So I think that's pretty neat because they made it useful since like in the story this is supposed to be like not actually her son, but like someone who like Gradora treats as her son. And then the rest of the cards are all machining related, to be honest. But if I go through all of them, then that's gonna be pretty not good. There is, I'm not. I mean, if I go through all of them, it'll take a lot of time. But there is one. Bear with me just a bit. There's one more card that I want to talk about. Um, which I think you should be running here. Vulcan. Vulcan. Rafleet. It's a grade one double rare and was from the previous Megacolony event. So I think this grade one is just really good. You're probably gonna want to run it. Um, So yeah, I just wanted to mention that real quick. Okay, let's see the blue skins today. Sosuke makes sense. She's like his underling. And then we have Valios, team member. Then we have Gastel, also team member. And then we have Kamui. So yeah, in case you're wondering about why Kamui is there, if you watch the anime, it was Kamui uh, who fought her, and then he was the one who beat her. We don't have a GZ skin yet, so there's like no voice lines yet. That's why they're just using the regular G Kamui. But anyways, we don't have any more. I don't think we have anything else to talk about. So let's get to the uh boss fight. But before then, I want to mention which deck I'm gonna use. So I made in the previous like video, it was the, I believe it was the Youthberg imaginary tower event. So I actually made two decks to try at Youthberg. And I've kind of tested them. They're both not bad, but I want to go over uh both of them real quick, since I want to since last time I mentioned that I would show you guys a deck list. So I couldn't get the grade 1 and the grade 2 or even the starter. um so that's why they're not here. But I have 4 youth perks and 4 gusts, so that's at least kind of good enough to make it somewhat playable. So this is kind of the deck list here. Of course, it can be more optimized, but for now, just be good like this. Mainly, your plan is to just go to Youthberg and then try to get your Blasted Dark Spirits out, or try to, on alternative win condition, is to like get your grade ones here to drop zone to fulfill ritual and then go into drag Strider Luard. But yeah, that's about it for this. I'm not actually taking this one though. This is the one that I want to take, because I made the Shadow Paladin one to try and make it work in Shadow Paladin, because of the theming. Youthberg just looks like a Shadow Paladin card. But overall, I think OTT is probably one of the better decks to use, because OTT draws a lot of cards, and you want to draw. You want to it filters and then it draws. So with this, it like a lot of the times it helps me draw into my Gus and my Youthbergs, and I just you kind of want that. So this is the deck list. You might need to stride once or twice in this, unlike in the Shadow Paladin ones where there's not many GB cards, so you don't really need to stride a lot. But in this, there's a bunch of GB cards, so you don't actually need to stride, because some of them are just restricted only to the Oracle keyword. But um, like if you can afford the stride cost, which is why I'm running that sneak grade 1, which says it's Oracle. If you want to pay, if you're going to pay for the stride cost, you can retire this unit instead. So that's like a card like that is like pretty good in this. So I do, because you tend to discard a lot, and that's kind of why I also wanted to try this deck in OTT, because again you draw a lot, so you have a lot of cards in hand to discard for Gust. You are going to be using a lot of cards in your hand, because of this, since you will need to get you will need to have Gust in hand, and then you will need to revolve dress over it, and then afterwards in order to make sure revolve your Gus um has that like extra drive, and also he lets you draw one, so you need to discard one card, so you draw one, then power plus 10k and extra drive. So yeah, but you might see this later, but I just wanted to mention that you do not always need to, I think, activate Gust skill. You should take a look at the situation and like sort of, we'll just write this. Let's take a look at the situation and try to be careful. So because Gus makes you discard cards, Not cards. Makes you discard a card. If you don't have anything that you want to discard, like you have only heal guards or PGs, and you really want to keep them, but you see that your opponent's only like at 13k or 16k, and you have a booster so you can hit them. Then you don't need to activate Gus skill. So like if they PG'd and your attack did not hit, so their power didn't go up, and your Gus will hit, then you don't need to use the skill so that you don't have to discard a card, something like that. I'm sure if you see it in action, you'll understand better. So if that ever gets to it, we'll see. Yes, we'll still plus one. Draw. Okay, not bad. We do have Oracle right now, so I don't have Gust. I would like to search for Gust. Maybe let me just call. I won't call that yet. Actually, I'll do this. Okay. It's not that bad. Oh yeah. I also wanted to try running that card, the Magus, because I just wanted to try it. I've never actually used it before. So the turn at the end of the turn that this unit boosted, uh, put it back into your deck as a heal trigger. That's what that first Vanguard does. You can like or run the Susano starter or something that if you want. It doesn't actually need Susano as a Vanguard. So yeah, right, Youthwork. Uh, there goes YouTube. And now we don't get this right because we went first, but let's actually use youth skill, get rid of this grade 1. Oh, cool. We got Gust. Very nice. So Gust, by the way, needs your opponent to be grade 3 or higher to activate the skill, so might as well not use that now. I'll call this. I guess I'll conserve my hand for now, but I do have 3 damage and I don't like that. But let's see what to do here. This card also is pretty good because I just wanted to mention it. Ameno Hoshio. Um, so it's GB1 Oracle CB1. You know what? Actually, you're not really gonna use that skill, so I don't need to mention it. But the one you kind of want to use is if your hand has 4 less cards, put this into your soul to draw a card. That's mainly you're gonna be using that skill. So I think I'll just conserve my hand for now. We'll just attack this, and then we'll attack this card. Nothing. Okay. We have the option to revolve dress, but let's not do that. By the way, in case you're wondering, this. Wait, actually, wait, she didn't ride up. Oh, never mind. She was using the starter skill. So yeah, sometimes she does run. Oh yeah, I just wanted to let the voice line play. She was using the starter. So you CB1, you put that at the start of your main phase. CB1, put that into your soul, and then you get to paralyze all of your opponent's cards. So if you use that at the right timing, it can be really good. Oh man, of course you have to check a crit. So yeah, as you can see, like she just drew a few cards. So like that's kind of what's really good about that deck. But for now, should I stride? I don't really see a problem in striding, but I also think that we can just regular evolve dress. But for now, let's actually just stride. Okay. Now we've hit GB1. I think I will keep this here. I'll keep this here. Um, yeah, I'll call that there. We do have like a bunch of cards in hand to guard, so I think we'll be fine for now. Wait, what happened? Oh, I didn't use its skill. Shoot. That was a mistake. I wanted to use its skill. Stand. At least okay. We'll get to use it with this now. I do recommend you run stand triggers by the way in the deck because it's just really good. We'll add the heal to hand. Actually, so the grade two. Um, Soul Blast 1, put stand trigger back. Ooh, okay, we drew into Persona right. Wait, do we have 9 cards in hand? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, but if we use the skill, we'll have 9 hand cards and then we'll overdraw. So we won't. We'll just swing and then again we won't use the skill. Um, and we'll just end our turn. So I think we're still pretty okay. We're good. What does she stride into? Oh, it's not overwhelmed this time. Okay. Parasphere. Sometimes she just like strides only into overwhelm. So the fact, but like there are times like this where she does actually stride into something like Parasphere sometimes. PG, I wanted the PG in hand. I think we still have one more. Jeez, she's checking a lot of triggers. Uh, Getting a bit worried here, but I think we don't have to. Just Persona ride. Okay, not bad. Okay, we're not gonna stride now. Gonna do that. Hmm. I do want inter. I do want an intercept to be honest. Uh, doesn't matter if we have. Okay, I don't really want to discard it, but I'll do that anyways. Ooh. Um, I think I'll call this one instead. Just place that there as an intercept. We won't use the skill for now. Okay, do this. We'll attack without boosting first. Okay. Ooh, good. She didn't check a trigger. Now we revolve this. And we will. Let me see my hand. 4 heals. That looks pretty funny. But. You see, the draw would be pretty nice. But you see here, I don't want to discard a heal. And. I made a mistake. This is 3k. I should have used it. I'm so sorry. I made the dumb mistake. Uh, I still get to use the like the mega skill, but yeah, that was a giant mistake. I'm so sorry. I should have discarded it. I mean, I should have discarded a heal and then use a skill because I would at least bait a PG out or something. She's about to uh overdraw. I think we're still okay. I think we're still kind of good. Cause we have heal guards. Oh, we have to use two for that one. Yeah. By the way, Gradora can hit a lot of big numbers like that for their Vanguard. Keep that in mind. I don't really think we need to stride. Let me see. I have two Gus left in deck. There's not much point, I think, in going into it. I'll instead just do this and this. We'll try to survive this way. I wanted to try to search for Gust, but I think it's smarter just to set up my defense right now. We'll put that here in case we get stand. Oh, nice. We did get stand. We need that. Okay, good. Now we can do this and GPGs. Okay, okay. We're still okay. We're still good. Okay, yeah. I thought she was gonna stride again. If she did, it would kind of help because she might take out that way, and like she does. At least that's the counts as a win. This fight has gone on for quite a while, but she has checked a lot of triggers. So, well, okay, that helps a lot. Not gonna stride. Not gonna stride, but we're at GB1, so I might as well use this. Call this here. Put that there. We're not gonna use. Um, I could try to like get Gust. No, no, no. I don't think so. Don't need to. Gonna do that. Attack here. See. Okay. Okay. She didn't guard. That's good. Now just hope. Okay. She didn't heal. So we still won in the end. But you didn't really get to see the Gust big brain giant 7-dimensional play. So sorry about that. But I hope you can at least understand what I was going for. I had a booster in the back and she didn't check a trigger. So if that booster was just like a regular booster, like 7K or an 8K, right, then I would have been able to hit. Uh, or even if it was like 5K. So then it would have been enough to actually hit her Vanguard. So, and I would not have had to discard a heal, but I miscalculated because silly me. Anyways, sorry about that. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Oh, I want to mention. I forgot to mention one thing actually. Black Vanguard. If you fight Black Vanguard, you get, what was it? I think it was 3 times the amount of points, or was it? No, I'm sorry, not 3 times. I think it was 1.5 times more. Let me. That's the wrong. Let me check it out actually because you get a bonus. Oh yeah, it was 3 times. If you win against Black Vanguard, you get 3 times the amount of rewards. So this here 702. You'll get 702 times 3. So yeah. Anyways, thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you guys in next video. Bye.